Thank you, Dracula. Yes, Dracula sets sail on the high seas in the last voyage of Demeter. New in theaters, it takes the tiniest sliver of a chapter of Bram Stoker's original book, Dracula, and expands it into its own movie. It's Dracula Boat.
This looks like a bite.
Evil is on board. May God have mercy on us all.
They're out to sea when the crew of the doomed boat realize they're being savagely preyed upon by the most famous bloodsucker of all time, stowed away as cargo on his trip from Transylvania to London. Among that crew, straight out of Compton's Corey Hawkins and Liam Cunningham of Game of Thrones. A little rodent could stand to be creepier, I thought, but really well made and acted. Nicely grim and gruesome, so a soft recommendation for horror fans.
What is that?
You remember the spaceship? This is the little man who came out of it.
Also new in select theaters is Jules, about some seniors who befriend and help hide a strange alien visitor. Stars Ben Kingsley and SNL legend Jane Curtin.
I know this track. I've raced it 1,000 times.
You can also catch early sneak previews of Gran Turismo in select theaters Friday and Saturday based on the racing video games. It's out in 2 weeks. Check listings for that. Also for classics on the big screen this week, like Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, turning 50, the animated fave Coraline, even Sharknado, which is turning 10.
What's a guy got to do to join this spider team?
All right, now we go home, where that great new animated Spider-Man sequel, Across the Spider-Verse, new to own on VOD.
This is an old house. There's bound to be bumps in the night.
And a pretty good little horror movie called Cobweb, about a kid who hears a voice in the wall, starts to mistrust his parents. That's new on demand. As is Inside Man, with Emile Hirsch and Lucy Hale, about a cop undercover in the mob. And Medusa Deluxe, an A24 murder mystery set at a hairstyling competition.
We have no idea what they're capable of. I need to shut it all down.
All right, now streaming, where Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot turns spy for her new action movie Heart of Stone. That's new on Netflix, along with the miniseries Painkiller.
They are doing the exact same thing as every crack dealer in America.
It's about opioids and big pharma with Uzo Aduba and Matthew Broderick. Also, Ladies First, a new docuseries about the women of hip-hop. And Johnny Football, a documentary about A&M's Johnny Manziel.
How do you feel it is what you might say to convince the world that we're actually friends? I love hanging out with this guy.
Next, Amazon has the new movie Red, White, and Royal Blue, based on the bestseller. It has a first son and a British prince going from enemies to friends to maybe more. Uma Thurman's the president. Then Peacock adds Asteroid City, director Wes Anderson's latest movie. And Apple, the animated Strange Planet, starring animated aliens.
I'm Xavier.
Ever.
Forever, ever?
Then An American Teen is sent to Taiwan for the summer, and Love in Taipei, a new rom-com on Paramount+. It's also where you can see Showtime's All Up in the Biz, a documentary about late rapper Biz Markie. And Billions, back now for a final season.
We're finally here. Senior year.
Hit High School Musical, the series, also back for a final season, of course, on Disney+. And Hulu has that new season of Only Murders in the Building.
Want to make a podcast with me? Murder?
Yeah, murder.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez back to solve another whodunit, this time joined by no less than Paul Rudd and Meryl Streep. And that's the latest from the director's chair.